Marjorie Taylor Greene was calling into Steve Bannon's War Room podcast today, and she went on a rant about Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, saying that he was the speaker for the Democrats. He was more in their pocket and helping them out than he was concerned about helping the Republicans. And why was she so mad about Mike Johnson? Well, because he came to a deal and kept the government open prior to the election. That he didn't shut down the government for a nonsense tack on the SAVE Act and election reform that didn't need to happen. That was going to make it ridiculously complicated for people to get registered to vote, all to stop a problem that was already illegal. But anyway, she went on saying he's funding the DOJ, who's been weaponized against Republicans, where the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago. They're raiding the homes of January 6th defendants. Again, that's their job. They are searching for evidence. Donald Trump had classified documents that he wasn't supposed to have. They had a valid search warrant signed off by a judge for Mar-a-Lago. Same with the January 6th defendants that have had search warrants conducted. Those were valid. But she went on this rant and saying she did all this, accusing Mike Johnson of funding the invasion that is coming across our southern border. Again, just like her hero, Donald Trump, it goes back to immigration and the border. Because remember, with this immigration thing, there's always magically a problem with the southern border and an invasion happening of people coming across every time there's a Democratic president during a presidential election year. And we only ever seem to hear about it being a problem from red states. But anyway, going on, she said something I will say I actually agree with. She said Republicans don't deserve to be reelected. And I will agree with that, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You finally said something smart. Republicans don't deserve to be reelected. You haven't done anything in your 2 years that you've had control of the House of Representatives besides try to impeach Joe Biden, except you had no crimes to look into. You were just looking for anything, hoping to find a crime and stumble onto something. Why? Because you wanted to impeach Joe Biden so he could be looked as just as bad as Donald Trump, so you had something to run on in this upcoming presidential election. And now you're doing the same thing with Tim Walz, and you're trying to say stuff about Kamala Harris, and it's not working. This Congress has been the least productive Congress, I believe, ever. You guys haven't accomplished anything. You haven't done anything of substance for the American people. The only thing that has gotten accomplished was funding the government and avoiding a government shutdown right before an election. So, you're right, Marjorie Taylor Greene. The Republicans don't deserve to be reelected. They don't deserve to be in control of the House. And if the election goes the way I predict, they're not going to have control of the House. They're not going to gain control of the Senate. And Vice President Kamala Harris will be sworn in as President Kamala Harris. And there's even a chance, Marjorie Taylor Greene, you won't be in the next Congress. So we'll see what happens in November. But I can't believe I'm agreeing with Marjorie Taylor Greene, but I did. Republicans don't deserve to be reelected.